for a study camp of 6 weeks to the reputed University of Alberta, Canada. This year again, in 2012, 129 students and 2 faculty members went on summer study camps of 6 to 8 weeks to a university in Canada and another university in US. The GTU Innovation Council, which was set up on 2nd August 2010, has become by far the most active innovation council in our country. Shri Haren Bhai Shah is there. Shri Haren Bhai Shah, the co-chairperson of the GTU Innovation Sankul Gandhinagar, has been working to set up benchmarks to self-assess the working of the Sankul. Similarly, we have 25 Sankuls spread out all over the state. About 10,000 students and teachers work together in our Odisha Innovation Clubs set up in every college to have a continuous interaction with industry. Of the 17,000 final year projects completed by our final year engineering students during the academic year 2011-12, 73% were anchored in the industry and were designed to improve a product or a process. 1,900 industries have said in the report that they have benefited from the projects done by our students. Such an effort has never before been made by any university anywhere. To encourage entrepreneurship, on 2nd October 2012, a special one-day program for women and entrepreneurs called Yes, I Can was organized with the help of CKSV Institute of Management, Vadodara, and iCreate. 400 girl students participated in the program. Wherever there is innovation, intellectual property rights will have to be taken care of. GTU has trained 980 faculty members during the academic year 2011-12 and 1,405 faculty members on the basics of patenting during the last 2 years. Professor Manish Rach, he has spearheaded the IPR movement at GTU. The research boards of environment and green technologies, mobile computing and wireless technologies have been very active. We have done programs in collaboration with US Department of Energy, GCCI, and with the German Development Agency. We have been encouraging collaborative research in colleges. And for that, we have asked for proposals on mobile computing and wireless technologies. We have 2 research projects going with a German university. We have another research project which is being done with the help of Kellogg. At the inaugural of that particular research project, Sri Jainarayan Vyas was there, and he saw that the project was truly very good. Universities in India will be able to become great only through bootstrapping based on collaborative working. Hence, these projects are experiments which aim at inculcating a culture of research where none existed, and to create teams of researchers for achieving a common objective. We today have a pass percentage of about 90% to 98%. And the percentage of detained students has become much smaller than that before GTU was established. However, because the numbers are large, so even half a percentage translates into good numbers. And GTU, therefore, is again going to take steps to extend its support to the students who have been detained. This year, we are hoping to do it with the help of Calorex Teachers University. Universities in India somehow have not been able to make a mark in the world. And GTU has therefore taken up a research project on studying the design of the structure of our universities. Today's structure is essentially based upon Wood's dispatch of 19 July 1854 and Lord Macaulay's minutes of 2nd February 1835, with, of course, modifications done over the years. We are trying to develop a new structure which will be appropriate for our university. Now, GTU continues to be a leader in using IT creatively in the learning process, in the process of dissemination of information and administration of the university. Our website is incidentally seen by more than 50 lakh persons during an year. E-assessment has been started as a pilot project. Professor Ashish Desai, he has been transferred out of the university, of course, recently, but he has worked hard for setting up and for operationalization of the IT system. We have an affiliation system which is one of the best in the country, and the university has been working to see that the colleges deliver the academic programs effectively. The university has been trying to work in partnership with colleges to see that our students get the best service from the system. Our evaluation systems are fair, credible, and transparent, and we are making efforts to make them even more transparent. The examination system is led by Dr. G.P. Vadodaria. He is the controller of exam, and he is a great source of support to the university. Even though we do not have any facilities and we do not have, thank you, Professor Vadodaria, we do not have any sports officers, we have been conducting the largest sports programs for the last 2 years and a very large youth festival in GTU. We also have a very active blood donation program, probably the largest in the state, active NCC and NSS units, and a large thalassemia program, a thalassemia testing program. Captain Dr. Chaitanya S. Sanghvi, he is the person on whom we depend for all these programs. Thank you, Dr. Sanghvi, for leading these programs very successfully. We have recently started a research and consultancy service cell. GTU has more than 5,000 doctoral and master's students doing research, and we have more than 1,000 faculty members with a doctorate degree and another 16,000 faculty members. It's a gold mine of competence that we are sitting on. RCSC is designed to tap this particular gold mine of talent and put it in the service of the state. So this particular cell is advised by Shri Rajnikant Patel. He is the honorary advisor for RCSC, and we hope to make this particular cell of great use for the students and the teachers, because when the students work on research and development projects along with their teachers, they learn much more than they will otherwise. We have set up College Development Council to coordinate all the existing as well as new GTU's programs for colleges, and we have set up a GTU Alumni Association. Dr. K.N. Sheth, he is the Dean for Advancement, Alumni Affairs and Interdisciplinary Research. He is leading the CDC and GTU-AA initiatives. He is also the convener for the Convocation Committee. He has worked very hard to make the convocation a success and to start GTU-AA. Please give him a very big hand. We all at GTU feel honored by the gracious presence of the distinguished dignitaries on and off the dais at this second convocation of GTU. I congratulate the students who are going to receive the gold medals for their meritorious work. I wish all the graduating students all the best in their career. I regularly visit colleges, particularly those which are located in smaller towns. I interact separately with students and faculty members before I meet the managing trustees. The feedback obtained at these visits has helped me modulate our policies. Now we hope to receive feedback from our alumni through the GTU-AA. I thank Her Excellency, Dr. Kamlaji, the Governor of Gujarat and Chancellor Gujarat Technological University, Shri Bhupendra Singh Ji Chodasma, Honorable Minister for Education, Shri Janarayan Vyas, a very respected professional, His Highness Shri Ravi Shankar Ji, and Padma Bhushan Shri A.M. Nayak, for taking time out of their busy schedule for joining us. At the end, I want to thank the entire GTU staff, led by Dr. Gitesh Joshi, our registrar, for the hard work they are putting in. Our office, the Vice Chancellor's office opens at 9 a.m. I don't think our office ever closes before 9 p.m. That is the kind of work which our people are doing. This is something which you will not see in any other university. People work here up to late at night. Sometimes you see beyond the midnight when particularly the exams are going on. I want to put on record that I value the work of each one of them, starting from the work put in by daily wage earners out at GTU to the highest of our officers. When GTU is recognized by the world as one of the best universities of the world, I shall know that it could not have been done without the tremendous personal sacrifices each one of them is making, much beyond the usual call of duty. I thank them all, and I apologize for driving them hard in the pursuit of my passion. I thank all those who are associated with GTU today, as well as all those who worked for it during its formative years. Lastly, let me not forget to thank Shakun, who takes a keen interest in GTU's progress and celebrates every success of GTU students and faculty members. Without her support and advice, I could not have obtained the unbelievable successes we have been able to notch up in a short period. Thanks, Shakun, for always adopting every cause of mine as your very own. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Now, as it's time for award of honorary degree, I now request Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. A.K. Agarwal, sir, to make a proposal for award of honorary degrees.
Honorable Chancellor, the Convocation Committee, the Academic Council, and the Board of Governors have examined and found qualified 3 eminent personalities for the award of honorary doctorates. They are Shri Ravi Shankar ji, Padma Bhushan Shri A.M. Nayak, and Ms. Sunita Williams. Shri Ravi Shankar ji and Padma Bhushan Shri A.M. Nayak are present here. I request you to confer the said degrees on them. I also request you to confer the said degree on Ms. Sunita Williams, who has been permitted to receive the same in absentia.